Well, it's something called NUCCA care, and it's not new, but it is unique.
The technique created to improve the health of patients. It's a broad notion, and in the past we've talked about how it relates to back pain, for example.
Yeah, but today we're going to shift focus a little bit. Dr. Drew Drummond is from Spinal Balance Health Center. Good to see you, Doctor.
Hi, Dr. Drummond.
Good morning.
Today we're going to talk about staying healthy.
Yeah.
But before we do, I want to dive into a little bit and help us understand what is upper cervical care, and I guess more specifically the NUCCA that we've talked about.
Yeah, in general, you know, we have an upper cervical specific office that uses a technique called NUCCA, and it's a very specific way to correct misalignments at the top of the neck. And the reason that's significant is because your brain is generating all the nerve impulses that are being sent down your spinal cord to your body to control your whole physiology. It's how we're run. So in this video, you can see the image where the nerve impulses are going down the spine, out the peripheral nerves to the body, but then in turn the body is sending these nerve impulses back up your spine to the brain. And this little bone, the atlas, is at the top of your neck, and it's where the mobility of your head comes from, so it's not very stable relative to the rest of the spine. So through accidents and injuries, that bone will go out of place and then start breaking down this communication system between the body and the brain.
And sometimes maybe minor injuries. It doesn't have to be a major car accident.
No,
like
it can be from childhood accidents and injuries that we don't even remember about to little rear-ended injuries. But when the immune system is suppressed and these nerve impulses aren't connecting the brain and the body the way they should, there's a number of different things that can go wrong. And that's the patients that come into my office have just a variety of things that go wrong with them.
Let's talk about those symptoms. What are some of the more common concerns that patients come in where you see real improvements with NUCCA care?
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but the nerves that control posture are right in the very outside edges, the lateral columns of the spinal cord. So when that bone is misaligned, the nerves that control posture, basically the ones that connect the brain stem to the back muscles, are some of the first to be affected. So when the posture is off balance, then we see a lot of neck and back pain, weight-bearing joint pain, hips, knees, things of that nature, but also muscle issues, because when the body's off balance because of a posture problem, then muscles have to lose their proper coordination with a lot of tightness and knots in the muscles. But then when the spine's out of its correct alignment, then there's other nerves that are affected. So then we'll see digestive problems, problems with energy levels, acid reflux, immune system deficiencies. There's just a lot of things that happen.
Yeah, in the fall we do a lot of things to stay healthy. One of them is get a flu shot. I got mine on set. You're due here in the next week, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think people think about other alternatives to staying healthy, which is what NUCCA care can provide.
Yeah, it can. We were just talking about it yesterday in my office in relation to the immune system. I'll straighten people up, and they'll come in for back pain, but then we'll talk even sometimes a year, 2 years, 3 years later, and we'll start talking about the immune system, and they'll report that they would just get sick constantly. If something came to, like somebody sick came to their office, they were getting sick. If their kid brought something home, they were getting sick. And then after we adjusted them and got their nervous system functioning better, all of a sudden they're not the one getting sick, and they can't remember in the last 3 years getting sick. So the immune function has a lot to do with your immune system. And in the winter, like you're saying, the flu shot is kind of one of those things that is recommended. But that is just hitting a very, very small part of the viruses that make us sick. It's more of the flu shot is dealing with an outside to in philosophy of staying healthy, that there's all these dangerous viruses out there and these scary bacteria, and we have to put this barrier between them and us and protect ourselves from them. But in reality, most of them are normal environmental exposures, and what we want to do is get our immune system functioning better so that we can deal with them all. Because with the flu, for example, it's like 1% of the population gets the flu every year. That means 99% doesn't. So we have to focus on why the 99 aren't, more than hoping we're not a 1.
That's just changing the way people think about
It
health
is.
and wellness to some extent.
Yeah.
And even knowing that NUCCA care can have an impact on the immune system. So when people come in to see you, Spinal Balance Health Center, he's here in Omaha, when the average person comes in to see you, what's going on with them? And then how do you know, in fact, they're a candidate for care?
Most of the people come in to see me for pain. We're more of a referral practice than anything else. So they have a friend that had a migraine or a headache or a back pain or a neck pain, and they come in because like if somebody comes in, they've got back pain and it goes better, I'm all of a sudden the back pain guy.
Yeah.
Right,
And,
sure.
which is really a small way of looking at what we do, but then people come in with pain, and one of the first things we do is just we look at their posture. It's such an easy way to see if somebody's a candidate for care. And then if they are, we start working on their atlas, straightening their body up, getting their nervous system better, and then all these other things then start getting better. They didn't even come in for, like immune system function, digestive function. You have to get the immune system or the nervous system functioning right.
And I bet a lot of people don't even realize some of that stuff was wrong because they might have been living that way for years and years. They don't remember like feeling well, so it's the new normal.
Yeah.
And then when that stuff gets corrected, it's like, holy cow, is this great?
I think a lot of people just chalk it up to luck, right? It's like if they get sick, bad luck. I'm always getting sick. I'm always getting sick. I'm always getting a virus. Or I don't know why that guy doesn't have diabetes. I don't know why I can't eat pizza, right? I don't know why I get indigestion. It's not luck. There's something that's not right with body function.
People have heard for years, stay proactive with your health, get on top of it early. And so to do that, you brought in a special offer for a lot of our viewers out there. Well, for the first 15 of them that call your office, they're going to receive a consultation, exam, and x-rays for only $50. That's a tremendous value.
Call 402-452-3400. That's the number for the offer. And then online, if you're like, man, this NUCCA thing, it's the first time hearing about it, we'll send you to spinalbalancehc.com so you can better understand what this level of care is about, what Dr. Drummond stands for, and what he's doing to help people here in Omaha.
Yeah, or go to the Omaha Morning Blood website. We've got just tons of interviews.
He's been
that they could look at.
dozens and dozens of times. He's been sitting right here sharing patient stories and more. Dr. Drummond, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Good to see you, Doctor. It's good.